from Guinea, not Guyana-Bissau, just Guinea Classic.
I will say, as much as I love Guinea Classic, it does look like we have we have Matt A, I think, pulled up twice. I'm gonna have to go switch that.
Oh yeah, you
get
do.
it for you. I'll get it for you.
All right. Well, hey, Kozak's gonna hook it up for us.
We're doing the. There's no quad laser, which is when you get 4 boxes all in a row, so you can't do the 3. I was trying to get Matt A.
We got nothing but 57 kilos on our screen. We got 57 kilo men on Matt A, 57 kilo women on Matt B, and then we have another Matt of 57 kilos on men on Matt A. So we're gonna get it switched up.
So Kozak, if you could do the small one in the upper right and turn that to C. Gotcha. Por favor, we can get a proper viewing experience. Hey, if you guys have like cool viewing setups, send them to us. Either I don't know if you can do it in the chat, but maybe tweet at us. Any one of us. Any one of us will see it.
We'll all dance until the morning light,
and we'll get your setup. Some love here on the watch party for the Olympics here. No, Mongolia is Bold Saikon. I don't know how exactly to pronounce some of these names, but that's Matt B, and the winner, like we said, gets Helen. Bold Saikon, Karan Gozul. Mongolia's got some interesting names. We need to get a Mongolian contact, and then have that person hook us up with the correct pronunciation.
I think we can work on that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a project. Yeah.
That's still Matt A.
Yeah.
So maybe they have something mixed up there. Maybe try Matt C and they have it mislabeled.
Could be a Makahuri Mesa Hall issue.
It could be making
We'll figure it out back here. That's all I'm saying.
You got to figure it out back there, JD.
They're making a Makahuri mess of this situation.
Well, we got to get figured out. The good news is we got 57 pulled up, so that's the mat we want to see. Gilman's on deck.
Yeah, they might have mislabeled them, so you guys pulled up all 3 at once, and I was doing them one at a time, or I screwed up something. Don't matter. So if C's different, or if C's the same, we got to wait for an ad every time. Man, the nerve of these people at NBC. Meanwhile, Bulgaria, Vangelov or Vangelov, we haven't figured that one out either, is beating our Pan Am buddy Tigros from Colombia. Colombia with an O, not with a U. C-O-L-O. Very easy to mix those up. The District of Columbia, for example, uses a U.
Yeah.
Both named after Columbus, the famous explorer. That's it. That's what we want. Beautiful. So CBA is what we're looking at. Thank you, John. Hey, Kozak. John Kozak.
Kozak got it done.
Many skills. They're looking at something. Shapiev and Reichmuth. That should be fun. Both of those guys were beaten by Yazdani on his way to the finals. The semi-match with Nifonov, that was a great one. Watch that one again if you want some real high-level wrestling.
Reichmuth,
I probably won't watch it again if you. I don't
Reichmuth,
remember too much of it.
yeah, I don't either. Reichmuth out to an early lead. Man, he had an early lead on Yazdani. This is a guy who comes out fired up. He slapped the crap out of himself, and then all of a sudden scored a point on Yazdani, got teched.
I do remember very distinctly Yazdani walking back to the center of the mat with a nice little smirk, as in like, nice one, good one. I applaud your efforts.
Congrats on your point. You know, you got a cool Alps singlet. You know, you got a cool Swiss Alps
Yeah, you're
outline on your singlet. Now you're done.
Matterhorn.
You're about to get Matterhorned.
About to get Matterhorned. We just sent out a notification for everyone. So for the people tuning in, because you got a push notification.
Thank you for the join.
Thanks for joining up. A lot of Disneyland. What's up?
Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Dun-dun-dun. It looks like Matt B concluded, and I didn't catch the winner, but I think it was Bold Saikon of Mongolia, which should definitely be a winnable match for Helen, the way she's looked.
Yes.
The way she took Ning Ning wrong. I don't want to be right, but Helen rolled her up, no problem, and then it was a rematch with Kit.
And it was a complete night and day.
The opposite, yeah.
Yeah.
Every position that Helen struggled with in her previous meeting with Kit that happened at the Poland Open like a mere month and a half ago or so, it was like the reverse. Helen did what she wanted to do, and she looked great. And then she just ran into another really, really, a world-class wrestler, an Olympic gold medalist like Helen, There are a lot of complaints about the refereeing that I saw on Twitter, and I get it. If you're looking at it from an American perspective and Helen goes on the clock twice, you're like, what's up with this, home cooking, that kind of thing. But nobody was shooting, and Japan took control of center, and it's basically how international matches are refed. So I wasn't surprised by it. Maybe the ref didn't do Helen any favors, but it was not like a screw job. That's for sure.
From my perspective, I mean, basically we had the Olympic gold medal match in the semis. That happens sometimes, right? We have uneven brackets. Mm-hmm. Helen, night and day from Poland, she had kind of regained her form. She looked like the best version of Helen, and Helen has dealt with a level of adversity that you just don't see a lot on this level, right? Like she won the Olympics in 16, she won the Worlds in 17, and then she's dealt with head injuries throughout. Like she retired. She was done.
Yes.
She was done competing. She came back on short notice, got it done, beat Ali Reagan, who is a world silver medalist. That's incredible.
Yeah,
two times she beat Jenna Burkett, which is another really good win. Went ahead, qualified the weight for the Olympics. Even then, though, she was bouncing around to training situations. Like, what do we get from Helen? We're not sure. Even 2 months ago in Poland, she was not all the way there. She came to the Olympics locked in, ready to go.
Look at that singlet grab! Wow.
Oh, that's wedgie time.
That's a double.
Yeah,
that's a double-handed.
Like a diaper, like it was sumo.
Reicmuth went double-handed singlet grab.
Oh, you know why? Because in Switzerland they participate in something called like Schwingen.
Schwingen.
Yeah, and it's belt.
Are you saying the swingers in Switzerland?
Yes, they are.
Swingers.
They swing around on. It's belt wrestling. It's the folk style of Switzerland is belt wrestling.
They wrestle in the dirt. There's like
swinging.
Yeah. So, but back to Helen. I mean, like what version were we gonna get? Listen, Kawhi and Helen, both excellent, both Olympic gold medalists. But Kawhi has been undeniably more consistent in the last quad. So for Helen to be in that match at all, I mean, she had to be locked in. She was. She executed a game plan that was like keep it close, have an opportunity for a takedown at the end. And she didn't get that opportunity that she looked for. But listen, Helen wrestled incredibly. I favor her in the bronze medal match. And her losing to Kawhi there's no shame in that. That's like one of the great women's wrestlers that we've ever seen.
Yeah, it was a battle of titans in the semis. You said it. That should have been the gold medal, and that happens. It's a random draw.
Can't convince me that it didn't happen.
Can't convince me that it didn't happen.
Snack.
And I hope you guys got your midnight snacks ready, because this is going to be an all-nighter if there was an all-nighter. This is the first time we've had 6 wrestlers. We didn't qualify some weights. So 3 weight classes going every evening. And then if you don't make the repechage or the medal matches sometimes, then you're also not wrestling that session. But we have 6 wrestlers going in these next 2 sessions. First time, all Olympics.
Love to see it.
And it looks like it's going to be Van Galov. He takes it over Tigaros. And that's going to be in the other 57 kilogram. So I think that's Sanayev. And is this a good time to bring up Sanayev? Or we should wait until Gilman wrestles next?
Let's wait.
Yeah, let's wait.
Gilman's going to be coming to the mat.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it after.
Mm-hmm.
It's absurd.
You can show the picture, give him a little taste, and come back.
There we go. Yeah, this is Sanayev. What are you doing, Sanayev? This is the grossest.
Yeah, Ravi was complaining about the bite. And, you'd think, like, oh, yeah, Sanayev's 30. He probably bit him, especially Ravi walked off the mat, was still complaining about it. But then, like, you see that and you're like, oh, that's 10 times worse than I even imagined.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it.
Not good, as they say.
Surprised it didn't break the skin there.
I mean, it was, he was like, I get it, it's the Olympics and it's win or go home and there's no, that's it. But that was bad. That was worse than when the Ukrainian at 65 kilos in Rio, Kwiatkowski, tried to eat Frank Molinaro.
Yeah, that was bad too. Hey, listen, Thomas Gilman's name up on the screen. He is coming to the mat. So we're going to find out. I mean, he wins this. He's in the bronze medal match. He loses, he's done. This is a big one.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to have to go back and look at the replay, but I found a picture from Schwingen, which is Swiss belt wrestling, and it looks just like the singlet pull that Reichmuth attempted.
It didn't when Frank got bit. Isn't that when like we got that great picture of him like all angry?
Oh yeah, he got super mad.
Hey, let me tell you something about Gilman.
I'd like to hear it.
When he comes to the mat, which we're witnessing now, I mean, the dude just
right
runs.
now.
Everybody else watch it, like waits. They
He's doing a hard jog to the mat.
Yeah, everybody else kind of hangs out. They wait and see, like, hey, do I need to follow you? Whatever. Gilman just runs out. Hey, forget it. I'm going to the mat.
Probably like a 7-minute pace mile there.
I think so. Maybe 6-minute pace.
You know,
Yeah.
let me tell you something about his opponent, Abdulayev. He takes a nice leisurely stroll to the mat.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if this is like on purpose, like go ahead and wait for me. He is walking very
Gilman's
slowly.
just
If
doing
I saw my
circles.
opponent sprint, I think I would.
Just mosey on up.
Yeah.
Hey, SPD, it's me. He's all over the mat assignments. Appreciate you in the chat. Matt A, Gilman second. We are now on that second match. Gilman's coming up. And Kyle Dake sixth. Matt B, Jacarra fifth. Matt C, Amin second. Steveson eighth. That's the order of the matches. If you're not in the chat,
That's the American matches.
those are the American matches. If you're not in the chat, go ahead and do yourself a favor, get in the chat.
Give chat.
Get in that chat. Don't forget, after Gilman is Chimizo Conchadze from Georgia, and Chimizo, I hope you all know, is an Italian by way of Cuba. That is literally after this Gilman match, so it's going to be awesome.
Unbelievable. He spends his fair share of time in the United States of America, USA.
Trains with the NYC RTC. Helps wrestlers wherever he goes.
Loves to ROCK in the USA.
And then 3 matches after that, you get Dake hosting Connie, and then Sidikov, Augusto Madonna.
So much to be
we
excited
go.
about. And Gilman is on the mat now.
Not later, right now.
Right now, baby.
What's your clock at?
5:42.
We just got a
Ooh,
point.
you're ahead of us.
So long,
Because Kozak got
suckers.
it hooked up. Because Kozak hooked
Shoes on the other. No, I did this screen.
Yeah, credit where
Nice try.
credit
I
where
was
credit
like-
is due. This is a spade joint.
Not only am I pulling up the screen a little bit better than I pulled it up before, I'm improving the internet as
It's all
I
here
go.
coming out of your mouth.
No, hey, enough competing about whose screen is better. Clearly, it's ours. But 30 seconds in, I mean, Gilman doing a really good job controlling center. That early point on the board, that's a good indicator. He's going to have to obviously wrestle for the remainder of the match, but you love to see it.
Dude, Ollie's in the chat. He's in the chat.
Uh-oh.
Big Ollie.
The bear.
Yeah.
Ollie the bear.
Oh, and then Gilman got a little bit too aggressive, and Abdulayev spun around and pushed him out. That's annoying. I would prefer if it was 2 points for Gilman right now.
Sam?
Little David Anderson. So is everyone else watching diving, or am I on the wrong channel? Hey, enough about diving. Go to NBCOlympics.com. Go to sports. Click on wrestling. You're going to get it right there. You watch that screen. You keep us up, and we'll talk you through it.
Yeah, the problem is if you're trying to just watch the Olympic channel on your cable network, they may not have the right one. Oh, that was
Oh,
the
Gilman.
thing of beauty.
Oh, Thomas
and
Gilman.
This is some good news for Team America. Keep it going, baby.
Wow, it really does
Roll it
suck
up.
when you're ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, the turntables have turned.
Hey.
And we have Miles Amin. Forgot to tell you guys. He's
Oh,
on.
my.
He's on Matt A.
Oh, my goodness.
Get one more.
Oh no, that's C. Matt C. Beautiful lead. It's 9-1.
You love to see it.
You love to see it. You love to see it take down away. Abdulayev walking gingerly. He's not going to. He's nothing for Gilman's insane pace. This is good because
Dude.
Abdulayev.
Yeah, when he got the takedown of Lace, I saw it and I loved it.
Here's the thing, like, you saw Gilman in round 1 wrestle an ideal match against Uguev. He lost in the last seconds, and you have a choice at that point if you're Gilman. Like, do I get discouraged because I did everything I could and lost, or do I freaking come back and keep going for bronze? And, like, right now, he's so locked in.
This is beautiful.
Look at this man.
You get the
So
next best thing.
someone was asking me about Gilman's chances here, and I said, unfortunately, he's going to have to wrestle 2 of the best matches of his life in a row. Because he just came off one of the best matches of his life. And not only did he do that, Abdulayev had nothing for him.
Oh, he just did it, dude. He just wrestled one of the best matches. Dominant. 11-1. He's done. He's out of here. He is on to the bronze medal match.
He's not done. He's not out of here. He finished his match.
He's out of here in this session. He's on to the
Yes.
bronze medal match.
Yes. But the way you said it, you're like, and that's it. He's done. He's out of here. Goodbye.
Split it
Get
up.
out of Tokyo.
He's out of here.
So he'll have
He's out of Makahori Mesa Hall until he comes back to Makahori Mesa Hall later.
And Atri, tell us about him. He beat Atlee Kozak, and that was kind of a surprise, right?
Yeah, huge surprise. Gilman has a past win over Atri. I got to look it up from when it's from. But yeah, Atri was really huge surprise semifinalist. Didn't really look like he had all that much for Aguyev in the semis. He's a solid opponent, but he lost to Abdullayev, just beat Atri 6 weeks ago at the Poland Open.
Yeah.
So
got to be feeling good after that performance by Thomas Gilman.
Yeah, feel great. Abdullayev, that guy is no joke. Wins over Sanayev, Kumar. So yeah, you feel really good about Thomas
I
Gilman.
wish Gilman was wrestling Sanayev so he could beat the crap out of him.
Miles Amin's knee somehow made out of rubber. Good Lord. We're gonna get
Dragon Wrestling says he's chanting weird number 3. He's pumped up. Listen,
to get a bronze. Sure.
Listen, bronze is outstanding.
Yeah, if we're gonna make fun of not winning gold, it's like we're number 3/4 because there's 2 bronzes.
Yeah, we're number 3/4. But listen, Dragon Wrestling, this is outstanding. This is great. I'm fired up. I don't care if it is a bronze medal. It's not a gold. That's
I
fine.
couldn't tell. I'm so glad you finally came to life, David.
Hey.
All right, guys, it's been a minute since Atri and Gilman have wrestled. 2017 Worlds.
Okay.
Gilman won 3-0, and then 2014 Junior Worlds. Gilman won 4-4.
All right, so they're similar ages, so a 2017 result is still pretty relevant. Like I look at that better than if it's like one dude was like way older or whatever, and
Right.
it was Atri was just getting his feet wet in the game.
Yeah.
Chimizo running up to the mat against Kinchadze. This is going to be an interesting one. Kinchadze taking over 74 for Georgia, where they're a really strong wrestling nation.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Vinesh
Fogat. Not married to Bajrang.
Brother, sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law.
Yeah,
taking
Bajrang's sister-in-law.
Sophia Matson whipping her around the mat.
Now, hey, Matson, that's a world champ right there. I mean, this is an incredible matchup. First match, 53 kilos, Matson, Vinesh. Vinesh got the better of Matson last time.
Yeah, I think Vinesh is the stronger wrestler, as we see. Matson had a good run, but then I think getting beat up by Helen in the Rio Olympics kind of took a little bit of her gumption out of her.
That was the thing, huh?
It was a beatdown.
Her world championship was a long time. I think it's 09, so it's been a while.
Helen was down at 53. She was so strong, and Matson just could not keep up with it.
That was the match a lot of people circled, like, let's see where Helen is after the weight cut, whatever. Helen was dominant,
Yeah, great run.
We've got Frank Chimizo up, 74 kilos. Miles Amin has a 1-0 lead at 86 kilos over, who we got here?
That's Shabanov.
Oh, that's Shabanov. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's thick Shabanov, thick Ali.
Yep.
I asked Ali. Ali's asking, "Hey, Spade, you like Chimizo?" Sure, why not? In this match, I think Chimizo's going to win.
Yes.
He's certainly favored.
I think Chimizo's the man, personally.
Yeah. I don't know him personally, but I would assume I would not be at all surprised.
Professionally.
Everything I hear. Shabanov's first name is Ali, but like Ali, A-L-I. And I asked our own Ali Stone, is he, you consider him part of the club of Ali's? And he's like, nah. Different, totally different.
Yeah. I saw a comment in here a little bit earlier. BFetti05, NLWC, all tech falls tonight. Well, maybe. I do have to say, we've got a Nittany Lion Wrestling Club versus Nittany Lion Wrestling Club match in the first round at 74 kilos. So, yeah. I mean, if it's a tech fall, there's also going to be an NLWC tech fall loss. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, someone from the NLWC will lose that match. Didn't they wrestle each other a couple years ago, too?
They probably did. It's Bexod.
Worlds.
What happened? Who won, Bexod or Franklin Gomez?
Bexod won 4-0.
Okay. So not a tech fall.
Both of those guys definitely experienced veterans, but I think Bexod is probably favored here. He's got a little bit more, a little bit younger and a little bit better credentials.
Yes. And also credentials at a weight more similar to this than Gomez, who won his world silver at 60 kilos.
And won a national championship for Michigan State at 133 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So it's well over 60 lbs.
It is well. I mean, yeah. You take 60 lbs, multiply by 2.
You're still above that. So
You're still above that.
You know, if you're thinking of something that has a 60 lb threshold, he well covers that and has been.
Listen, honey, he's well above that.
And Amin takes a 2-0 lead over Shabanov. This has been a very low-scoring bout. I think it's 2 shot clock points for Amin. I did not see exactly how the second.
Yeah, they put him on there twice.
So it happens, folks. I know it happened to Helen, and a lot of people didn't like it, but I get it. Shabanov, though, he is looking so thick. They've had some scrambles. They've both been on legs, but Amin is just positionally a little too strong. And he's going to take this one.
2 shot clock points.
Now he's got Deepak.
And we all have our feelings about Deepak. He's probably a nice guy. I like the Indian team and Vinay. He's a wrestling journalist. Is one of the greatest, nicest dudes you'll ever meet. But I'm hoping Amin really takes it to Deepak.
Would love to see it. Yes.
Would love to see it. Nothing against Deepak personally, but you forfeited against Iran, and you said, "Oh, I was super hurt," but at the semis, you look super fine.
I mean,
Once again, the singlet not covering all of the chest of Miles Amin.
It's getting close. You know, there's a lot of guys who've had that problem. Joe Ariel of Buffalo, one of them. We have Miles Amin in a bronze medal match. He's been in a bronze medal match at the World Championships. Did not get it done. He's finished 5th in the world. He is guaranteed top, 5th in the Olympics at worst. I think this guy's got a good chance. Bronze medal.
Awesome. I think it'd take a bronze medal match. He'll finish the same place in the Olympics as he did at NCAAs, which is a little crazy. But he was also wrestling up at 197.
I was gonna say, what is that? 20 pounds, 20.
Well, 89 versus 97.
Oh,
86
sorry.
kilos.
I was thinking 97 kilograms. I'm tired.
Ooh, nice throw attempt.
Whoa.
Yeah. Frank
One.
was looking like Metzger.
Just one for Ken Chadzi. I mean,
On the step out, Frank never exposed.
No, but that was looking like he was like that was a Metzger, right? The way he was going in the thigh and then over the shoulder. Anyway,
I was gonna say Amin's bronze medal opponent at 2019 Worlds was Nafanov, and here it's Punya. So I think we like that matchup a little bit.
yeah, Deepak versus Nifanov. Nifanov going for bronze against Javril Shapiev. I keep trying to say Hasanov. Totally different country in person. And the great Nate Jackson, the Princeton assistant coach, took a victory over Shapiev.
Also Miles Martin.
And Miles Martin. So that's kind of the level there. And then Nifanov, I think, would be a step above. He's probably, would you rank him number 3 in the world? Yeah.
Who's that?
Nifanov?
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't take losses to anybody not named David Taylor and Yazdani, or every now and then his countryman Darun Karugliev.
another reason to be confident in Miles Amin. Deepak Punya has unanimously, he has never appeared in a medal match when he's been scheduled to wrestle in a medal match. He's just
At the senior level.
He has forfeited in 100% of his senior level medal matches.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign.
Big offer. Ooh, good people sending in their setups. This is great. I'm going to take some screen grabs.
Ooh, love to see it.
Coming up soon. So Chimizo's up. Hey, let's pull up, looks like Vinesh Fogat is going to, she's got 30 seconds. She should win that one. Chimizo's up by 2. Let's pull up the Schwingen picture just so you guys know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of different folk styles out there. And then if you guys remember, if you watched, it's kind of like what he was doing, right? He was just wedging him big time, but that was the hold. I just Googled it, so I don't know anything else about that picture.
Look at that.
But that was Reichmuth. He tried that. That's not going to fly in freestyle wrestling. No.
No.
I appreciate that Chimizo and Kinchadze color-coordinated singlets and shoes.
Oh, we got a little calico look here.
Yes.
Calico cut pants.
About a minute to go in the calico cut match at 74 kilos. Heavyweight, we've got Geno Petriashvili, he's wrestling the Egyptian heavyweight who the Egyptian Federation sent instead of Yusuf Hamida.
That's right. They could have had Yusuf there.
And we've got a guy who's just worrying about an injury. He's checking out his lower back, maybe his sciatic nerve. I'm not sure.
Ooh, Chamizo.
Wow. Oh, they gave it to Chamiz.
Dude, Chamizo is so hard to beat. Like, the guy just is. He didn't get a lot of tags. He doesn't dominate a lot of people. But like, beating Chamizo it's so hard to do.
Yeah. Wait. Like when you shoot in, you're like, oh, I got past his head hands, and then he's like, that's okay.
He's like, yeah, congrats. Like,
Yeah,
just
now.
there. Yeah.
Well, welcome to my hips.
Yeah. Oh, you okay? Well, now you get to deal with this, and he'll either stand you up or he'll sit the side or corner. Yeah, his propitiation, as people would say, is amazing, and he's got lots of haunch power.
Yeah.
All right, keep sending your setups, your multi-screen views. We'll bring these up. Let's see. Let me just see what matches are coming up on the old bout board. I'm gonna drop the bout board in the chat too. That's for you guys hanging with us here, so you guys can look at it at your leisure. We have Jacarra up on deck as the match before her is coming up.
Let's go.
74. We have a couple matches before Dake. I think he's in the hole. Kozak, your cousin Sergey Kozirev, is on deck.
Mm-hmm.
And Gable doesn't wrestle for about 4 or 5 matches. So let's check out some of these setups.
Oh wow! Look at this.
Yeah.
That's a 4-screen situation.
Matthew Lobb got the 4-screen, multiple monitors, a laptop. That's a nice setup. You're not going to miss any action there, and you get to listen to us babble on and bring up your own. You're in your living room, looking at your living room or desk, office space. Love to see it. And then Brian Murphy, thanks for sending that in. Same deal for you. This looks outdoors.
I like that.
He's on the patio.
You get some fresh air, Brian?
Yeah, that's living. That's living. It's nighttime. That's the right time.
That's a lot about living and a little about love.
Well, thanks for sending those in, guys. Brian Murphy and Matthew Lobb. Appreciate y'all. Dake is going to be on mat A. All 74-kilogram matches are all going to be on mat A for the rest of the session. Only 53-kilogram women's on mat B for the rest of the session, and only heavyweights, men's freestyle on mat C the rest of the way.
Petriashvili in smash mode, by the way.
Yeah.
Worth mentioning.
I think, you got to be honest, Terp All-American Yusuf Hamida would be a heavy underdog against Geno, but
yes,
it would have been interesting.
It'd be a guy that you'd love to see pulled back in, though, right?
Yeah. Geno make the finals and then see what Hamida can do.
Even that, though, is no guarantee. I mean, Petriashvili lost to Amir Zare, who he'll see on his side of the bracket, so no guarantee that that anybody's getting pulled back in by Petriashvili. And Petriashvili, I mean, I said smash mode, but he's really up 3-0. Those highlights made it look like it.
Let's bring up some brackets, too, so people can see exactly how these paths are going to go. Anyone you want to bring up, Nick? 53. Let's look at that one. This is Jacarra's path. She's got a very winnable match. Thanks for pointing out that they both wrestled at 55, David.
Yes.
So Winchester wins there, and then Pang and Heron, another winnable match, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, they're winnable but tough. Those are world medalists in her path. I think Jacarra can get it done, but it's not a guarantee. It's every once in a while you'll get one of those matches. It's a mismatch. I don't think this is the case.
Yeah, the toughest one will probably be Vinesh Fogat, who we just saw really take it to Sophia Matsone, who's got medals to her name. She's a veteran. So that's Jacarra's path to the finals.
So really, Jacarra needs to get it done in those first 2 matches. Vinesh is going to be the favorite on this side. Jacarra, she's going to have 2 tough matches, has to get it done. If not, it's going to be tough. You're going to need somebody to overcome Vinesh.
You got to expect Fogat to make it to the finals. On the other side of the bracket, Mukaida from Japan. Not a surprise, lower weight for Japan to be the favorite. Let's bring over another one as we got kind of a lull. There's Azerbaijan sent out their, called an audible and sent out a former Junior 65 guys.
Yes.
This will be his first tournament at 74 kilograms.
Oof.
Baptism by fire. Love to see it. 74 kilos. We just saw Chamizo win. He'll probably get he will get the winner of this bout and will be the heavy favorite. And then it'll be a collision course with Dake in the semis. But Dake's got 2 tough matches, right? Hosen Kani is a veteran. Dake will be a favorite. Burroughs has a couple wins over Hosen Kani of Iran. And then Kani Magomedov for Belarus will probably take a win over the ageless wonder Garzone. But, 2 tough matches for Dake. He's on the tougher side of the bracket, but he's opposite Sidikov. So it's some good, some bad.
Quick break in the bracket breakdown. Keno Petra is really just capped off attack. 11-0. He's on to the next round.
Did he pat him on the butt? Did he give him a kiss on the head?
He's a man of respect. No spankings.
No spanks. But yeah, so I mean, it's which side would you rather have? Would you rather be opposite Sidikov if you're Dake and get the tougher side of the bracket, or would you rather see Sidikov before the finals and avoid Chamizo, Hosenkani, and Kani Magomedov?
I mean, I think if you're Dake, you consider yourself elite. You think you're going to make it to the finals no matter what, and what you want is the best possible match in the finals. You want that epic showdown, and you want the legacy match in the finals, not in the first round.
ROC.
That's what you want, and I think that's probably how Dake thinks about this. If you're a wrestling fan who's thinking about how do we calculate the easiest draw, whatever, maybe you want Sidikov earlier. If you're Dake, give me Sidikov in the finals, baby.
Yeah, it's interesting. David Taylor in the finals against Yazdani. He's been pretty active on Twitter, while he's wrestling at the Olympics, which I think is kind of cool. But after seeing Yazdani yesterday and kind of how he looked, I was like thinking, man, it'd kind of be cool if David wrestled him yesterday, just with comparing how each of them looked and how good David looked compared to. I mean, Yazdani didn't look bad, but looked like, very beatable. But now he has a day to kind of recover and get peak form. But David Taylor said something like, I'm glad this is the final. One, the 2, most popular guys at the weight class. We are both, both superstars in our own right. It should be the final. So that's, gives you an insight into how he thinks about things and how he's looking at that matchup.
Yeah.
Supremely confident. David's the kind of guy where you don't worry about who's the opponent, what's he thinking. It's just that he believes he's the best. He's believed he's been the best since whenever, and he'll take a loss throughout his career, but that's that iron will that's brought him back to the top every time. And now this would be 2018 was like, man, long time coming. David finally made it to the top. Unfortunate injury kept him out of 19. COVID kept him out of 2020, and now it's 2021, and it's like another, comeback story almost. And it would be just great to see him get this now after a long career of being so hyped and so popular.
Yes.
Olympic gold medal has thus far eluded him.
Checking in with the chat, J Greco MD. That's the Dr. J of Greco, in my opinion.
Yeah, got a great hook shot.
He's got a TV, he's got an iPad, an iPhone for Flow. I mean, this guy's got a setup.
Love to see it.
That's amazing. The other thing I want to check in with the chat, D. Janowski says, do you guys think Jacarra will win, or will the girl from Japan be too tall of a task if she made it that far? Well, here's my opinion on that question. If Jacarra makes it to the finals, that will mean that she's run through Vinesh. And if she can do that, I think she's got a very serious chance in the finals.
Yeah, you can't write off anybody.
Yeah, she's got a tough I mean, if she makes it to the finals, she's going to have beat a multiple-time world medalist in the first round, a multiple-time world medalist in the second round, and Vinesh, who is a world bronze medalist and one of the rising stars of women's wrestling in the entire sport. Mm-hmm. She wins that, she's got a definite chance, and we're going to see Jacarra coming to the mat right now.
Yeah. Also, checking in with the chat, UWS177 says David is on fire. I agree. I put the little fire emoji on there, too.
Hey.
My man's bringing the energy, keeping us all awake going through here.
Bringing the heat.
Also, shouts to my brother Matt for texting me saying he's watching us and not even the wrestling. I don't agree with that, but okay.
Watch them both. Please do. Please watch both.
Yeah.
I think UWS, no offense to Bray, I think he was talking about David Taylor.
No, I don't think so. I don't
You
think.
think David Taylor?
He could be taking a shot at your hair, Bray.
Hey, I love my hair. It is on fire. It's in fuego.
Well-timed ankle pick.
You know who else is in fuego?
David Taylor.
And Jakara. She's up 1-0. That's a fact.
Hold on. You mean Bray, right? What's going on? Your cousin Kozirev is up.
Yeah, JD had a good point this morning, pointing out he kind of had the death bracket.
He did, yeah.
Or he does.
People don't sleep on Deng. He's a two-time world medalist and has 2 wins over Gwiz?
Yeah.
Dude is legit. Chinese not known for their freestyle, but
Or they're big people.
The fact that you. Okay.
maybe.
The fact that you
no,
brought
a lot
No,
of times,
you're right.
Like even the women's too, they have stronger lighter weights.
Yes.
But similar to Japan, like their heavier weights, they're just not as good.
I just want to say.
Have you heard of a man named Zhao Ming?
Well, yes,
Yes.
I've heard of him. He's very big.
He's the biggest man. He makes Shaq look small.
I just want to say, anybody who wants to bring up Deng's wins over Gwiz is unpatriotic because those are the most disappointing and saddest wrestling matches that I've ever watched.
I'm not doing it so you can relive the losses in your mind. I'm saying that means how legit he is because Gwiz is also a 2-time world medalist.
That's true. Those matches, though, I mean, the byproduct of bringing them up is now I'm sad. You made me sad. But you know who's making me happy? Jakara Winchester up 1-0 with 4:15 left.
If you guys have any other tweets, not just the setups at me, if you tag FloWrestling, our own social media manager is gonna get you maybe some retweets.
Ooh.
From the main account.
Oof.
From the oh no,
Man.
that's not ideal. Trap arm.
I mean, Jakara gave up a takedown in a trapped arm. She's still fighting that trapped arm, and hopefully they'll bring him back up.
Yeah.
Finally,
Her
did.
ankle picks are looking good. I thought she had even more points than that.
This is a tough opponent. I mean, this is what we talked about before. She's got her work cut out for her throughout this bracket.
Looking for the belt board again. I'll put that in the chat, fellas. Okay, so it just got real tense here because it's still in the first period, but a 3-point deficit for Jacarra. She's right there with how do you say her name? Hots Koro Shaptseva.
There we go. There it is.
Jacarra, using her physicality.
You gotta love that end of the period. She gets a takedown, so it's gonna be a 4-3 match. Maybe not. Maybe 4-3 heading into the break. She trails by a point, but
That's what she needed in short time there. That changes the complexion of this match greatly going
and you always have time.
You always have it for short time. At no point are you ever out of time for it. Looks like Coach Izzy and Terry Steiner. Yeah,
Sure.
so one point deficit is nothing here. Jacarra can score when she needs to, world champ.
Yeah.
For people just joining us today, we cannot describe action as it happens in real time due to audio rights, but you can listen to our male noises and kind of depict what is happening, and then after the fact, we can say what happened or state facts.
We'll state some facts.
Yeah, once it's been entered into the matter of record.
But
Oh, the young Bayramov gets a win over Mihalov, who's not bad.
no, he's
Great.
good.
Yeah.
Some of the things we like to do instead of describing action is we describe how we're navigating the internet. We talk about Long John Silver's, whether we like it or not.
We don't.
Sometimes we sing karaoke.
Speak for yourself. Sometimes we get a little too excited when DeBarge comes on.
Sometimes the mic is hot. We're listening to DeBarge. We're dancing around behind the desk. We're getting pumped up.
For this awesome
nice.
yeah.
Oh, Jakara.
Yes,
baby.
Yes.
Sometimes we say Jakara Winchester's name because we're pumped up. We can't describe the
yeah,
action.
get it.
She has taken the lead.
Alex Marinelli style. Put the half in with the leg.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. Keep it going. Keep rolling. Cue Fred Durst.
Yeah.
Rolling.
What?
Huh?
All right. Oh man, bad news for your countryman.
Koji.
Yeah, Koji, having trouble with Dang. Dang's looking explosive. He looks.
Dang.
Yeah, Dang, dude.
I'm really surprised Russia went with Kozyrev.
Instead of Shapiev.
Sharipov.
Messed up, dude.
Sharipov.
That's your bro.
Yeah. I know. I mean,
I would have just rolled
gotta
Makoev
keep it
out from
real.
now until eternity.
Kolev has not been on a wrestling mat in many years.
who?
I don't
Makov?
care.
Makov, yeah.
Makov, he took his wife's steroids.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, he got popped.
The old
Yeah.
Peyton Manning.
His
Yeah.
wife's
He got he tested positive
I said Makoev.
for performance enhancing drugs,
I hate it when that happens.
and he said, you know, he got his wife's supplements mixed up with his.
What?
No, I don't ever do that.
The thing that's
I let
understandable,
my
though-
wife get jacked up, and I just
Yeah, I would never want to dip into my wife's stash.
no.
The thing about Makov is it's like, man, if anybody needed to get bigger, it's the guy that has to cut to make 120 kilos.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Jacarra, less than 2 minutes to wrestle. She's up, but
You don't want to sit on that lead.
no. If I have laurels, I'm not resting on them.
Problem with Kozyrev too here is Dang has Geno next.
Dang.
That's good news though for the team race.
Yes.
Yeah, the
let's,
unofficial team race.
let's get Dang rolling.
Dangity, dangity. All right, overhead camera view. This is pretty good as long as you don't go to it too much. It's when they do. NBC's been fond of some like extreme close-ups for no reason.
They are mandatory. They have.
Dang does it.
Dang.
Dang.
Dang, bro. Kozyrev.
Hey, that's big for the team race. It really is.
So, John, you think
Sharipov?
Sharipov?
I think he's so much better.
Mm.
Yeah, he's
But didn't he fail to qualify or something, or he messed up something?
he
Up?
lost to Kremenkov from Belarus. It was like a really last second takedown. He was winning the whole match. But yeah, I just he's really tall. He's like 6'6".
That's tall.
Yeah, that's tall. But and he's young. I like the way he wrestled at Russian Nationals, and he won that. And I think, what else did he wrestle? I don't know, I forget. But everything that I saw from him, I really liked. And just had
Kremyanikov is good. It's not
one
like
little
that's
lapse.
yeah.
All right, hey, we got short time left for Jacarra. She's
We've
fighting.
got time for that.
Okay.
That's good. Counter. Don't get pulled
Trouble.
into something here.
10 seconds left. Jakara still leading. 5
Just
to
circle,
4.
circle, circle, circle. Don't get into something dicey.
Yes.
Yes.
Keep your feet away. Yeah.
Man, you love to see it. Jakara Winchester moving on. That is a serious win. I mean, that's one, like, when you're evaluating somebody's strength pound for pound, you're like, okay, great. She just knocked off a 2-time world medalist. That's just the first round. She's got to win a couple more like that just to get into the finals. So good win for her. Circling back to the chat, Cam Beck asked for a quick Gilman recap. Thomas Gilman's going to wrestle for bronze.
Destruction too. It was. I honestly thought, I said this before, that it would be like, man, Gilman's got to go back-to-back matches of his life. He basically did, but I thought that all that would mean was Abdullayev would be like a last-second victory one way, or a last-second decision one way or the other.
Yeah, we were wrong about that.
He